here. It was actually something related to our most favorite evil company. You'll notice the name here, Santo 71315. Well, what was this? Well, once I investigated, I realized it. We're actually in Kickstarter.com. That's a place where people put up stuff like a crowdfunding source. But what was really intriguing was that there was these guys, these independent filmmakers, and they were making this amazing movie called Santo 71315. I wonder what was missing in the front of that. Anyway, it turns out that these guys were actually at the studio system about to go into a financing deal and about to make a movie with the backdrop of GMO, our least favorite subject matter currently in humanity. And turns out that these guys were stopped at the gate. Pretty amazing. You can read right here if you go to Kickstarter.com and you type in Santo, you can read all about what happened to them. They were about to go into production on a science fiction faction, I love that, film about the danger of GMO and its consequence in the future. And they were doing it in the spirit of Blade Runner, Terminator, and Soylent Green, our favorite cult film. They're eating people, with a hint of Schindler's List. When all of a sudden the powers that be in the financing of that movie, they wanted them to sacrifice the message about GMO and the truth of the story about the science and greed that was taking place. Isn't that interesting? Interesting how that also is coincidental that these big monster companies are also politicking with our politicians in Senate, as Senate just decided states are no longer allowed, only a few days ago, to decide on their own if in fact they can label GMO foods. Can you imagine? Well, this is all a very big coincidence that these guys, who are nothing more than filmmakers, were told that they had to take their hidden message out of their film if they wanted that film to go forward. Well, it turns out that these guys said, you know what, we're not going to sit on our hands. So they took to the streets, they went to Kickstarter.com, and they launched 24 hours ago. And in 24 hours, they had 140 people that already got behind the film and said, you know what, we want to see this film get made. So I implore you, go to Kickstarter.com, type in Santo 71315 or just Santo, and it'll pull up this page, and you can see it says this is not a documentary. These guys were making a science fiction movie. Can you imagine? They wanted to stop them from making a science fiction movie, and it looks unbelievable. You can see over here there's an amazing rendering. Santo recalls wait in line before a high court to decide on remodification. Jesus, I mean, look what's going on in the future here. They had amazing people behind it. Some people that were behind the special effects from doing Jurassic Park and Terminator 2 and King Kong and, I mean, you name it. These people were involved in Iron Man 3, just unbelievable amount of people. And they spent all of this time. You can also see that there was an incredible person who got involved in their campaign against, this is the same woman, Tammy Canal, who was involved in the March Against Monsanto that took place on May 25th. That garnered over 2 million people worldwide in 51 countries who marched against the evil corporation. And, it's time that we stop this tyranny, guys, because, I mean, this is the same company that is spreading seeds of death all over the world and recently just took on, a farmer tried to take these guys on and lost. Can you imagine? The agriculture of our world, the food supply of our world lost against politics and big companies. It's just disgusting. They lost because they said, hey, you're using our seeds. So these guys decided, you know what, we're going to make a movie with the backdrop of what you're doing. We're going to show the truth, and then we're going to take you into the future. What I want to do is I want to show you this amazing commercial that they put together that just blew my mind. I could show you the first part of it, but I don't want to save all of it. I want you guys to go there and click on this video because this video will disturb you. It kind of made me a little bit nauseous, and it was real truth. But this one blew me away. First, their poster, Are You Modified? Santo 71315. But then they did this amazing commercial. And what you can see is it says, this is a commercial that plays in the movie in the Metropolis on a digital billboard, minus the very end. Well, I'm going to play it for you guys. Just be patient. Check out this video. It's exactly the propaganda that they already have on TV every day that we're bombarded with. These guys, they took it. They, talk about art imitating life. These guys hit the pinnacle of what they are doing. Check this out.
Welcome to Santo, your partner in life. What started as just a seed of Santo, we make the impossible possible.
Unbelievable. And talk about, yeah, that's what they had us believe. Yeah, that's what they always have us believe. Guys, go to Kickstarter.com. Check these guys out. I'm already a backer on there. I implore you, be the same. Let's make a change. It looks like that's exactly what these guys want to do. Kickstarter.com. Go to Santo71315. It will blow you away. Thanks for listening, guys. I'm going to be making more updates about the political madness coming up shortly. But check these guys out because they really are doing something special.